Welcome to Duane and Nadia's Food, Travel, and Fun. I'm Duane, and today I am back in the kitchen. I'm gonna make a very unique, very healthy version of stuffed mushrooms. I say it's very healthy because in this version, there is no stuffing in the traditional sense. What we have, to make my stuffing, I'm actually going to be using Parmesan cheese and some spinach, along with like eggs, onions, garlic, salt and pepper, and that is really it. That is like all the ingredients going into this. It is a very, very nice and simple, nice, easy recipe. And if you give me a minute to get a little bit set up, I will be right back and I will walk you through the process of making this recipe. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in a second. Okay, I am back. I cleaned up my mushrooms and I took all the stems out. And just so you can see how easy it is, with stems you just hold the cap, pop it, and there's your stem. Leaves a nice little place for the stuffing to go. And here's another one. See, here's a tougher one. But still, once again, comes out nice and easy. So it's not quite a full sheet pan, but it's plenty. There's plenty there. None of them are going to tip over. I like to test sometimes. Sometimes they're really round, and I'll cut a little bit off the top just so that they stay nice and in the pan. And okay, so I'll put those aside for now. Let me grab my cutting board. I'm going to use the mushroom stems. I always use it even when I'm in other mushroom recipes. I'm going to chop them up a bit, but just roughly, because they're going into the food processor. I'm also going to put some onion into the food processor. And I'm busy chopping over here. Almost done though. And we'll put a bit of the Parmesan cheese. See, now you may have grated Parmesan cheese, and that's already very, it's just basically ready to go. It's like a powder. But the Parmesan cheese we have here and in the bag, it's, as you can see, this is a shredded cheese that is kind of big, especially when I'm trying to get it to go down into these little spaces, you know, for the stuffing. So, yeah, let me finish chopping these last couple that have some size to them. And that's really it. Now, the thing I notice is with all stuffed mushrooms, the stems are more than you need. So take the entire batch of stems and keep about 2/3, okay? And that way, otherwise you end up with way too much on the mushroom stem stuffing side, which you really don't want. I want to be able to use all the ingredients that I prepare. Unfortunately, the part you don't use is actually wasted. So, but I'm going to start with a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there. And this is going to get noisy, so I want to cover the mic. And it got noisy as expected. Bring it down from the edge. It did reduce down nicely, pretty quickly. And I'm going to add a bit more Parm cheese to it, because that wasn't enough. Parm cheeses should, I feel, should be very forward in this recipe. Plus it acts as a binder as it melts. So it kind of helps hold everything together. So I want to make sure there's enough in there. Oops, I didn't cover the mic. Sorry about that if it's loud. I'll do a little more. let's take a look at it. So there's still plenty of chunks in there. Oh yeah. But I can see how, if you take a look, nice and close. Yep. This will be just fine. And I'm going to repurpose my cheese container. And add this in there as a base. I'm not thinking I'm really going to mix anything else. I might mix some onion, but I might just go with just diced onion because we're really big fans of diced onion. And if you're not, I would recommend going through the food processor. But you know what? We like it so much. It's easy enough just to include. Get my onion, like that. So I have a funny way I like to dice onions too. I know people have that way where they cut squares off the top. You know, this onion's been around a bit. But it's not too much I can't use. Okay, let's put this aside with the mushroom. Now I have my onion. So, as Mom always taught me, as many moms taught you, chop, 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 chop one way, spin it, chop, 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 and then chop it off. I like to just cut slices of it like I was making hamburger slices. And yes, that's a lot of onion. And then I cut it in half. And then I work my way around the house in little squares. I find it's less juicy this way, so you cry less. Which when you're working with onions, and it's also very efficient, very fast. See, I got my nice little pile of diced onion. Oh, why not? This is my way and it works. It's something different and it's very effective. So, okay, so now I got plenty of onion. Now I'll add the cheese and mushroom mixture to it. And that added a lot of body. And when I look at it, and I'm going to show you what I got here. I'm a little concerned that it added too much body. So, against my original thought, I'm going to blend it. I'll leave a little bit out. That way I still got a bit of dice, but not much. Okay guys, here goes that blender again. Perfect. Oh yeah. Tell you, for a little blender, it works fast. It's a little Hamilton Beach, and I'm quite pleased with it. So now, actually, I probably end up with it more the way I like it because of the onion. See, it's down in size. I brought it down. The onion is now really kind of blended into everything, so I get a lot more of that onion flavor. Okay, next up, come over here. Needs an egg. Drop that whole egg in there. Mix it up real good. You know what, I probably could have got away with half an egg, because now it looks thin. That's okay. I have an answer for that too. So, while I'm here, some salt. Some pepper. Some minced garlic. And yeah, we use the pre-minced garlic. There's a good teaspoon and a half or so of minced garlic in there. Move this aside. And now for the spinach. Spinach, we got nice, fresh baby spinach. You can remove the stems if that's, but I think just chopping it up enough will handle that. With full size spinach, the mature spinach, you definitely should be removing the stems. But as everyone knows, spinach cooks down so much. Yeah, there's a big stem from a baby. But I want to chop this very small, small as I can get it, without having to use the blender, because that'll just turn it into a puree, and that's not what I want. As you can see, it's getting very small. Pieces are really getting there. Looking good. It's coming along. Now when this cooks, it's really going to shrink up. It's going to wilt. It's going to release a lot of water. And there you go. As you can see, I got it quite finely chopped. Throw all that in there. Mixing it in. So these are not going to be piled very high on here. I'm actually going to keep it quite low. But there you go. There's the mix. As you can see, it can still pile up pretty high on a fork. And that's all we're looking for when I put it on a mushroom cap. Let me take a good one. Mushroom cap. Make sure you get it down inside. And there's my mushroom cap. And rinse and repeat. Do it for the rest of the mix. Okay. To the next one, and I will bring you right back when I'm done. And I'm probably just gonna take it. I'm gonna be putting it in the oven. The oven I preheated to 350 degrees. Gonna put it in there for about 20-25 minutes, and when that's done, that's it. They come out and they're ready to go. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. This time I have someone to help me eat. So that's good. I made a nice little collection of them.
I'm gonna say I love this one.
Yeah.
This one's the size.
Well, why don't you take that one? That one could be your sample
will.
size. That is definitely a sample size.
It's the smallest.
I think this here, and this is the second smallest. So we're going to start
the size
with the samples.
of an olive. Oh, it's delicious.
It's very good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's better than any mushroom I've had with like bread and breadcrumbs. It's really good.
That's good.
It's
Yep.
herby and it's fresh tasting.
Yeah.
And-
The egg held it together like it was supposed to.
I don't miss the breadcrumbs.
No, it's really good.
I think this is the next smallest, right?
Yeah.
This tastes like whole food, like real whole food, not with breadcrumbs, not with fake stuff holding it together. This is just,
You almost get a little crunch from the Parm cheese.
the Parm cheese is great.
There's some little crispy pieces on top. And you get,
This one's nice and hot too.
yeah, just out. Yeah, it was cooked at 400 degrees for about a little over 20 minutes.
These are not stuffing mushrooms though, just so we make sure people understand. That's why
Well, these are just white button mushrooms. You can do it
the
with
regular
whatever you
ones
like.
you buy on sale.
Yep, we could have done it with the baby bellas, the criminis. But we just, hey, we had a package of white buttons and this is the recipe. Came
This
out
is
great.
delicious. These are really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're almost like poppable. You don't even have to like use a fork.
And there's
and
no
knife.
guilt. They're very healthy. There's no, am I eating junk or none of that. Like it doesn't have, the normal ones
You
have
know
Ritz
what? You get to a
crackers.
certain age, you can't eat junk anymore. I've eaten junk my whole life and I'm paying for it now. So this is a healthy alternative to a stuffed mushroom, which I've always loved.
Yeah.
But one that's not only delicious, but healthy.
Yeah, and half gone.
Well, thank you so much for making these healthy stuffed mushrooms for me.
Yep. Oh no, apparently I made them for us because I'm eating them.
Well, we're having a steak for dinner with some sweet potatoes, so this will be delicious. Thank you.
Yeah. So, all right, everyone. That is our video. Thank you for tuning in.
We'll put the recipe in the description.
Absolutely.
And come on, hit that like button and
Yeah.
subscribe if you haven't already.
And always tell your friends. It helps. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. And Duane and Nadia, till next time.
Bye. Thank you.